evening, ladies and gentlemen. This is an awesome showing for our concert. This is fantastic. At the same time, I feel so darn guilty because we don't have enough chairs for all of you. I think maybe we're going to have to ask our superintendent for an expansion project. How about that? Or maybe we need to have the auditorium as our homeroom and we'll do our concert in the field house where we can fit you all in. We'll have to figure out something. Merry Christmas, everybody. Thank you. You see before you the powerful 6th grade PRMS 6th grade band. And I want you to know that when we meet during the regular school day, I cannot possibly take over 100 people in 1 hour. So we divide them up into 4 sections. And guess what? This morning was the first morning that we got together for rehearsal for tonight's concert. But don't worry, I think you'll be pleasantly surprised. Our first tune for you is Good King Worcestershire sauce. No, I'm kidding. Good King Wenceslas. Are they still out there? Okay, we're just pulling your leg. We're cranking you. Some of you came here tonight thinking, yep, this is a beginning band. How many thought? Yep. How many got out towards the door? Nobody wanted to leave their seat. That's the problem. No, we're just pulling your legs. It's been a tradition. I ask every year if the kids want to do this for the rookie parents. Somehow they always want to do it every year. And then we try to get our veteran parents by doing it twice in a row. So how many did we actually get? Or did we fool any of you? Oh, no, we didn't fool them at all. Yeah, okay. Well, it was worth it then. And it's always fun. We actually play a little bit better than that. Yes. Let's see if we can show you. I just thought of a story. Earlier this week, when we were practicing, because we actually practiced wrong, and a student said to me, Mr. Schramm, are we playing it poopy-like or for real? Now, I've never heard it described poopy-like before, but so he gave me a chuckle, but this time it's for real, I hope. See, wasn't that a little bit better? Huh? Okay. We hope we put the Christmas spirit back into you now after that song. We started out pretty much what you heard at the beginning. But we started out learning one note, a couple rhythms, then we learned 2, 3 notes, a few more rhythms, then more notes and more rhythms, until we knew like 5, 6, 7 notes and a lot of rhythms, enough rhythms to play a lot of songs. And then we would play our songs slow at first and gradually play faster so that we would build skill and technique. We're going to play for you a winter song called Jingle Bells and a traditional Hanukkah song called Dreidel Dreidel. From there, once we learned songs, we started to learn to play more independently. We would have everybody play a melody, and then we might add a harmony line to it. Some different notes to the same rhythm. Sort of like one big giant duet. Here is a tune from Beethoven's Symphony number 9, I think, Ode to Joy. By the way, I mentioned the harmony line. Listen for the first time, we're going to play the melody for you. The second time, we're going to split. You should start hearing some harmonies in there. there that shows that students who are musically literate improve on their reading and language literacy. In addition to that, this is my favorite part, they say there is research out there that not just listening to music, but if you are performing music like these students are, it's like a full body brain workout. Full body workout for the brain. That's what it is. So, if you enjoy performing music, just think about it. It's even good for your smarts. Awesome. Okay, so far, in rhythms, we have learned how to play whole notes, half notes, quarter notes, and their equivalent rests. Now, recently, the band has been studying eighth notes. Eighth notes are twice as fast as quarter notes. And we're going to do the tune Jolly Old St. Nicholas makes use of eighth notes. Now I got to tell you this, and I don't mind sharing this with you because the students do it out of love. Some of our students clued into the word old. So somehow Jolly Old St. Nicholas merged into Jolly Old Mr. Shrimp. Then some of them realized, hey, wait a minute, Saint Nick, no, Mr. Shrimp's not a saint. Oh yeah, let's morph it into smelly old Mr. Shrimp. Yeah, and I'll tell you, you miss a shower just once, they jump on you and they nail you right away. And I want you guys to know that I take a shower annually, whether I need it or not. So here is Jolly Old St. Nick. Joseph Haydn wrote over 100 symphonies. Can you imagine that? Over 100 symphonies? Yeah, you guys are thinking, this guy had no life, right? No life. I think it was Symphony number 94 that was nicknamed by his audience the Surprise Symphony. Here is our version of the Surprise Symphony. Thank you very much. More independent playing, more individual parts, longer music, more holiday music. African Pat. Normally I don't do this, but I got asked, Mr. Schramm, they're in black and white, where's your white? Why are you dressed in dark colors? And as a director, even at the middle school level, Jacob, can I borrow you? Scan and fix the audience. Didn't plan this, we haven't worked this out, have we? Wait, see the baton? Now you see it? Now you don't. You see it? Now you don't. See it? Now you don't. So when I'm directing, they need some kind of background to see that baton so we can all keep time together. How about a big round of applause for Jacob? Jacob's going, I don't know what I did, but okay. Yeah. All right. Our next selection, up on the housetop, even more independent, even more individual. I think it's the trumpets and flutes that carry the melody line. I believe it's the clarinets and the saxes that carry the harmony line. And our bass line is carried by the trombones and our illustrious tuba players. They are like the bass guitar of the band. What about our percussion? They are the grand poobahs of pulse. Here is Up on a Housetop. Thank you. Aren't they playing well for just a quarter and a half of school? Okay. Dan, I'm just going to ask you to be quiet and chill out for a while because I have a question for the audience. I think, audience, how many reindeer are there to Santa's? How many reindeer are there to Santa's reindeer team? How many people know? Raise your hand. You know it? How many are there? 9? Well, let's go through it together. There is, I may get some of these wrong, so help me out. There's Dasher and Dancer, Prancer and Vixen, Comet and Cupid, Dandruff and Blitzen. And then the most famous, oh wait a minute, it's Dan Donder, not Dandruff, okay. And Blitzen. The most famous was? Okay. Well, Mr. Chula says that you are all wrong. He has a different philosophy. He says there are 10 reindeer. And the 10th reindeer is mean-spirited and a bully. And it's described in the song later on. So it's sort of, oh, here it is. Olive, the other reindeer, used to laugh and call him names. So the 10th reindeer was Olive, a female reindeer. What's your name? Okay. Now, I have been working alongside of Mr. Chula way too long because I'm starting to think like he is. I think there's more than 10 reindeer. I think there's 11, 12, 13, 14, at least 11. Because I'm going back to this song. It says, Olive the other reindeer, just left me calling names. They, that's plural. They never let poor Rudolph join in any reindeer game. So there has to be more than one mean reindeer. I'm thinking some cool names like Tiger or Shark or sleek and feisty like Barracuda. Yeah, that's it. Barracuda. Hey, by the way, the 6th grade band wishes you a Merry Christmas. And here's our last tune. Barracuda Rock. Okay. I think my late woe-begone stories have ended. There goes my storytelling career. Love you. Oh, you know what? I just thought of something. For those of you that have younger children out there, I probably really messed them up. I'm sorry. There's only 9 reindeer with Rudolph. Okay. Here we go. Barracuda Rock. Thank you very much. The seventh grade will be up shortly. Aaron, if you would. Take a minute. Wow, we did that so fast. The sixth graders just exiting. That was awesome.
Good evening, everyone. I'm Tyler Frederick, trumpet extraordinaire, and I just want Santa to know that I've been very good this year. Now that that priority is over with, welcome to the 7th grade portion of the concert. Like the 6th graders, 7th grade band students meet in 4 separate sections during the regular school schedule. So like the 6th graders, this morning is the first time that we met as a full group. We're hoping you will like the results. We're going to start off with a selection called Rock the Halls. As you might guess, this is a contemporary American rock and roll version of an old Welsh carol called Deck the Halls. This carol became very popular during the 18th century when Mr. Schramm was born. Without further ado, we hope you enjoy our merry making and our band's version of Deck the Halls.
Bella Troyer. I play clarinet. And by the way, Santa, I have been way better than that trumpet player guy. Plus, I am way cuter. Or at least cuter than Mr. Tran and Mr. Chula. Our next selection, Tidings of Joy, is very challenging in that our parts are very independent of each other. Each section of the band plays different rhythms, and often the rhythms are repeated under the melody line. In music, we call those reoccurring underlying rhythms ostinato. Say ostinato slowly with me. Ostinato. Okay, that was okay, but we'll just move on. Oddly enough, our saxes and horns are featured quite a bit in this selection as well. While some of our saxes have nicknamed this selection Tie-Dye Joe. The melody that is contained in this composition is really the tune of God Rest Ye Merry Gentlemen. Listen and see if you can hear this melody as we play Tidings of Joy for you. Thank you.
Is that loud enough for you?
Our next selection is actually based on a Liberian folk song. Like Rock the Halls, this composition also makes use of dotted quarter note rhythms. We have been studying these rhythms in our band book, plus we get some of our first taste of something called syncopation. Simply put, syncopation is where a long note starts on an upbeat. Like our performance of Tidings of Joy, the music also requires some of our clarinet players to use the new high register of notes in there. However, it is very easy to discern the percussionists are really the stars of this selection. With our African rhythm supply the foundation to the band, Therefore, this is a perfect holiday selection for the band to perform for you. I am percussionist Noah Lazat, and here's African Noel.
Hello, we now travel from Africa back to the United States. Known Echoes is an original composition based upon Native American imagery from the Southwest United States. The music is very descriptive, energetic, and bold. Like our last section, Known Echoes also uses a variety of percussive sounds and colors. You will hear chimes, bells, 3 different pitch tom-toms, cabasa or sandblocks, timpanis, suspended cymbals, crash cymbals, tambourine, and scrape cymbals. After the setting is established in the music and the imagery created, the clarinets finally present the melody, 15 measures into the music. Later, the horns and saxes pick up the melody line and are complemented by the powerful trumpets. My name is Dawson Bengal, and I'm one of those powerful trumpets. Please enjoy To Know and Echoes.
Before I begin, I'm not very good at public speaking, but I got to share another story with you, if you would humor me, please. In one of our sections, we have, for this piece of music, is required to play chimes along with bells, right? Chimes along with bells. And during one of our sections, we could never hear the chimes, so we're always trying to get this player, no, play louder, play louder. We want you to either break the hammers or break the instrument. Well, guess what she did. By the way, if you want to hear what chimes sound like, can you just hit one chime for them so they see what it sounds like? That's what you can be listening for. She's going to hammer away. Here's my evidence. This is braided wire, ladies and gentlemen. And she hit it so hard that it busted and we had to repair it. So, how about a big hand for Ellie, our chime player? Ellie, I'm not going to mess with you anymore.
The show Hawaii Five-O originally arrived for 12 seasons, from 1968 to 1980. Jack Brewer portrayed Detective Lieutenant Steve McGonagall, the head of a special state police task force, which was based on an actual unit that existed under martial law in the 1940s. The theme music was composed by Morton Stevens, became especially popular for many episodes that would end with McGonagall instructing his sidekick to book him down. In 2010, this TV series was brought back to life with new episodes and new actors. In 2014, New Hawaii Five-O is on its 5th season. The music we are playing is from the original show, but it is so popular the theme is still used in the music and in the series today. For the band, it provides us with other opportunities to study and play quarter notes and syncopated rhythms. Why are we playing this selection for the rest of the concert? Well, frankly, who wouldn't want to be in Hawaii at this time of year? My name is Gabby Hanson. On behalf of the PRMS bands, we are all wishing you a joyous and safe Christmas celebration. Stay tuned for Mr. Chula and the 8th grade band right after we're done performing.
Bishop, and I'd like to thank you for staying for the 8th grade portion of tonight's concert. We opened our portion of the concert with a piece entitled Yankee Fanfare, composed by Travis J. Weller. This piece is a programmatic arrangement of the Revolutionary War era tune Yankee Doodle. At the beginning of the war, the tune Yankee Doodle was sung by British loyalists as a way to insult the colonists. As the war waged on, the tides turned in favor of the Americans, and the tune Yankee Doodle became a battle cry for the Revolution. In this piece, you heard many different styles of the tune Yankee Doodle, as it depicts the different battle styles of the revolutionists. Some of you may have heard this performed at the Veterans Assembly held in November, but we love this tune so much, we shared it with you one more time.
Our next tune is from our holiday collection with a slight twist. Backed by popular demand, our very own head elf will now be at the head of the classroom and schoolroom jingle bells. Picture, if you will, the last few days before Christmas break in a schoolroom. As the break gets closer and closer, some kids get rowdier and rowdier. And when I say some kids, I mean only 1 or 2 kids, and not of me, of course, because I'm a perfect angel. That wasn't funny, Hayden, it's the truth. You know, now that I think of it, maybe even some of our audience members were that kid. Well, in our over-dramatization, the role of that kid will be played by Mackenzie Groff and Hunter Wallace. And the teacher elf that cannot keep his cool will be played by the most talented and handsome Adam Lee. My name is Adam Lee, and I hope you enjoy our whimsical arrangement of Jingle Bells.
Those of you that remember Adam from last year, you will remember that. Adam said to me, we need to have that back here, Mr. Chula. We need to. Tons of people who have been asking for it, and I don't know if really tons of people did or Adam just liked it so much, but I couldn't resist the opportunity to give that to him. The next tune, who's introducing the next one? Oh, yes.
The next tune is R. Kelly's most famous composition, off the soundtrack to Space Jam. I Believe I Can Fly is an inspirational song about overcoming hardships and achieving goals. We will be playing a Tim Waters arrangement of it. My name is Taylor Shandelsky, and I believe I can. Fly stage direction, jump off stage and fly away.
power on that lovely, lovely saxophone solo.
Our next tune makes strong use of syncopation. A syncopation is a musical device that incorporates a note that is a beat or longer, starting on an upbeat. What's an upbeat, you ask? If you were to tap your foot with the music, it's when your foot goes up, hence upbeat. Have you figured out our next tune yet? If so, then you cheated by looking at your program, because all of our songs make use of syncopations. Our fourth tune comes from the Disney hit musical Frozen. If you have not heard it yet, then allow us to help you out from under the rock you've been hiding under. This tune is everywhere. You can find it on the radio, on YouTube, and is performed at award shows and celebrations on TV. This song won many awards, including an Academy Award for Best Original Song, a Golden nomination for Best Original Song, a Phoenix Film Critics Society Award for Best Original Song, a Denver Film Critics Society Award for Best Original Song, a Satellite Award nomination for Best Original Songs, and a Radio Disney Music Award for Favorite Song from a movie or a TV show. My name is Jenna Bush, and I hope you enjoy our performance of Let It Go. Oh, and one more thing. Many of you have probably realized that Mr. Chula is known for doing some pretty crazy things, especially at concerts. But nothing will compare you to what you will hope to see.
Thank you.
is entitled Old Time Rock and Roll, but Mr. Schramm knows it as rock and roll. If you see smoke rising from the back of the stage, there's no need to fear. It's just Mackenzie Gropp on set and Adam Lee on bass to keep this moving. This song will also feature a rocking guitar solo, but since we don't have a guitar in the band, the next best thing would be a rocking horn and saxophone feature. This song was written by George Jackson and originally recorded by Bob Seger on his 1978 album Stranger in Town. It has since been a standard in popular music and was ranked number 2 on the Amusement and Music Operators Association survey of the top 40 jukebox singles of all time in 1996. Many of you might also remember this song from Tom Cruise's infamous dancing scene. Don't worry, Mr. Chula assured us he will not be recreating that scene tonight. My name is Allison Tabor, and we will finish tonight's concert off with Old Time Rock and Roll.
Thank you again, ladies and gentlemen, for coming. I hope nobody was recording that. Yeah, just leave my last name off when you post it on Facebook or Twitter, Pinterest, or whatever that is. How about another round of applause for these great musicians? We also like to give you a big round of applause, or give yourselves a big round of applause. It's because of you and your motivation to these students that they're capable of doing and performing at such a high level. So thank you, and give yourselves a round of applause. We hope that you all have a very safe and happy holiday season this year, and we just are going to finish up here in 1 second. Here's Old Time Rock and Roll. Did you say that already? Oh, okay. And you said Mr. Schramm knows it as rock and roll? Okay. Just checking. I said, did you tell him Mr. Schramm thinks it goes slow? Because he's old?